Between 2015 and 2030, the population of those aged 55 and above in high-income countries is expected to grow by around a quarter to over 500 million. That's good news to the extent it reflects people living longer. But it also puts added pressure on healthcare systems and both public sector and company pension schemes. To help relieve these pressures, it would be helpful if people could be encouraged and enabled to remain in the workforce for longer. This would boost GDP, consumer spending power, and tax revenues. So how well are the OECD economies harnessing the power of an older workforce? Our latest Golden Age Index helps to shed some light on this topic by scoring different economies based on 6 key indicators for workers aged 55 and over. Of the 34 countries in our study, Iceland, New Zealand, and Sweden occupy the top 3 spots in our rankings, while the US is also in the top 10. At the other end of the spectrum, Turkey, Slovenia, and Greece fare least well on our index, while the UK sits around the middle of the rankings in 18th position, similar to past years. But there have been some significant shifts in the rankings since 2003, which is the first year we include in our analysis. The most notable risers have been Israel, Germany, and New Zealand. Their improvement has been mainly driven by increases in the employment rates of 55 to 69-year-olds. The biggest fallers have been Greece, Turkey, and Mexico, all 3 of which experienced decreases in the employment rate of 65 to 69-year-olds in particular. We have also estimated the potential long-term GDP gains for economies that are able to increase their employment rates for older workers to levels seen in Sweden, the best performing EU economy. In total, we estimate that the OECD could add around $2.6 trillion to its GDP in this way. Around $1.7 trillion of these gains would be in the large G7 economies, with Italy and France having the potential for long-run increases in GDP of over 10%. For the UK, a long-term gain could be over 5% of GDP, or around £100 billion at today's values. But how can policymakers and businesses realise these potential gains? Our analysis suggests they need to work together on 3 key labour market themes that commonly feature in countries that perform strongly on our index, as well as companies that outperform their peers in this area. First, encourage later retirement. Second, improve employability through lifetime learning. And third, reduce employment barriers for older workers. If governments and businesses can pursue effective policies in these areas, then an ageing population could shift from being a potential fiscal challenge to a large economic and business opportunity.